There's no better way to wake up in the morning here in the Washington, D.C. area than turning on WUSA 9 and watching Annie Yu. She's got this fantastic smile, lots of enthusiasm. She will give you the day's news and also put a smile on your face. So every morning I know I tune in to my former station where I worked for many years, WUSA 9, to see Annie Yu, and I always say hello, and I'm sure she can hear me and say hello back. So, and also you can tweet her a good morning, and guess what? She'll tweet right back at you. So she's tons of fun. And, I want to tell you a little bit about Annie Yu before she comes up. Her journalism career began at WTTG Fox 5, where she worked for 15 years. And I remember seeing her for the first time when I was at Channel 9, and I said, she's going to be a star. And she is a star, and I'm glad to say she works at WUSA 9. And recently she reported on something known as the widow's tax, which took money from surviving military spouses. It was hurting more than 65,000 families. Her team's relentless reporting, sharing the stories of military spouses, helped eliminate the widow's tax. WUSA 9 was recognized for shining a light on this important issue. I am so pleased, and I want to thank Annie for that hard work. She is passionate about her work and making a difference in people's lives. Annie, we thank you for your important journalistic work you're doing and putting a bright smile on our faces every morning. Please join me in welcoming Annie Yu.
Wow, Peggy, you're gonna make me cry. We miss you at Channel 9. Hello, everyone. When Cindy and Peggy reached out for me to be a part of this today, I jumped at the opportunity. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks so much for having me. I just left the set and came straight here, so be sure to tune in tomorrow morning at 4:25. We'd love to see you. Thank you so much for inviting me here, everyone. I'm so pleased to be joining you for the 12th annual, this has been going on for 12 years now, of the Asian American Chamber of Commerce Business Summit and Expo. This event is all about the Chamber's mission to encourage and support the economic growth and the sustainability of the greater Washington area, and also build bridges and serve as a resource for the community. So lots of good things happening. This is actually the first hybrid and in-person event for the Expo, obviously in light of the ongoing pandemic. So there are people at home joining us via Zoom today. And a quick shout out real quick to the committee members as well and the sponsors, because without them, this event cannot go on. So thank you so much, guys. And if you are here in person, obviously check out all the booths behind you. There's a lot of things to check out, a lot of networking opportunities. I've already had the chance to meet many of you. I have gathered quite a stack of business cards. I also have mine as well to share if you would like my business card as well. And for our program today, we have an exciting and informative lineup with top business and legislative speakers, plus engaging panel discussion that's going to happen right here on the stage. Topics are going to be a variety of things, including current business trends, also the marketplace pressures, supply chain disruptions. We've seen a lot of that during the pandemic, and an important discussion on diversity and inclusion. So all very, very important topics to cover today. First, I'm going to start off by introducing Laura Belden to the stage. Two of the leaders will be joining us on the stage here from AACC, Stephanie Shea and Laura Belden. Laura's going to go first, and she is the vice chair of AACC and co-chair for the Business Summit Expo. She also works at Bank of America, a private bank, as a private client advisor, and she is also on the Virginia Asian Advisory Board appointed by the governor. So, Laura Belden, if you can join us up here, that would be fantastic. Give her a warm welcome, everyone.
Thank you so much, Annie. I'm Laura Belden. I'm the Vice Chair of Asian American Chamber of Commerce. I wanted to thank you all for joining the Asian American Chamber, the 12th Business Summit Expo. We really greatly appreciate all of the panelists for sharing your knowledge, and we want to thank all of the committee members and all the helpers and participants. Without you, we wouldn't be able to get this together. And now I wanted to introduce you Stephanie Shea, our chairwoman of Asian American Chamber Board of Directors. She has been serving Asian American Chamber for the last 6 years, and we greatly appreciate your leadership. Stephanie Shea.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Stephanie Shea. I'm the chairwoman of the board. I'm glad to see many familiar faces here. Thank you all for attending the Asian American Chamber of Commerce 12th Annual Business Summit Expo, in person and virtual. We are so grateful for the Business Summit Expo committee to put this hybrid event together along with our sponsors. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. A special thank goes to the University North of America, our board member, Jill Martin, and her staffs to provide this wonderful, great venue. Let us enjoy and treasure our time this afternoon. Thank you.
Alrighty. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our first guest speaker. Congressman Jerry Connolly is serving his 7th term in the U.S. House of Representatives from Virginia's 11th District. And before serving in Congress, he served 14 years on the Fairfax County Board of Advisors, including 5 years as chairman. I believe he is joining us from home, so perhaps he'll appear on this screen here. Here's Congressman Jerry Connolly.
Give us a second, please. We have some technical issues.
Hi, I'm Congressman Jerry Connolly, and I'm proud of Hi, I'm Congressman Jerry Connolly, and I'm proud to represent Virginia's 11th Congressional District in the U.S. House of Representatives. It's my honor to welcome you all to the 12th Annual Asian American Business Summit and Expo, hosted by the Northern Virginia Asian American Chamber of Commerce. Virginia is a strong leader of small businesses, as we have over 780,000 throughout the Commonwealth, employing 1.6 million people. Here in Virginia's 11th Congressional District, we have the second highest number of small business employees and the largest small business payroll in the entire state of Virginia. So I understand firsthand the importance of a diverse business community and what it means for our economy. Small businesses are the backbone of our country. In my congressional district, 1 in 4 residents are foreign-born, and nearly half are originally from Asia. Also, my congressional district is home to the largest number of Asian American-owned businesses in both the National Capital Region and the Commonwealth of Virginia itself. I'm so proud that this summit and expo are being held within my district because it reflects the reality of our vast and innovative small business community. I look forward to our continued work and partnership with business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs. Virginia's economy relies on your ability to create jobs, to keep money within our community, and to think of what the future might hold. Again, thank you to the Asian American Chamber of Commerce for everything you do and for your commitment to both the business community and the Asian American community. Know of my support and solidarity, and I wish you all continued success in your endeavors. Please stay safe during this pandemic and be well.
Yes, a wonderful message, and My parents were actually small business owners as well, so that message really resonates with me, and we know the importance that they bring to our communities. The next speaker is Fairfax County Chairman Jeff McKay, who is a lifelong resident of Fairfax County. And as supervisor, Jeff has been a champion for equity, education, also affordable housing, transportation, revitalization. I mean, across the board, he's worked tremendously hard, and he has chaired the board's transportation, revitalization, budget, and legislative committees. Let's give Chairman Jeff McKay a warm welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jeff McKay, Chairman of the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors. I'm delighted to join you for the 12th Annual Asian American Business Summit and Expo. In Fairfax County, we know our diversity is our strength and that our small businesses are part of our lifeblood. What's more, our minority, women, and veteran-owned businesses make up a third of jobs in the county, and we understand that many of these groups have less access to funding. We take these challenges seriously. I know this past year has been a challenging one for our residents and our businesses particularly. Recognizing that, I wanted to take a moment to share how Fairfax County has led the way in economic recovery during the pandemic. In particular, we knew how crucial access to capital was for our businesses. Early into the pandemic, we initiated a $2.5 million microloan program to support small business recovery by offering no-interest loans. Seeing the need was far greater, however, and with the help of federal funding, we unveiled Fairfax Rise, a $52.5 million small business and nonprofit program that awarded grants to more than 4,800 small businesses and nonprofits impacted by COVID-19. More than 72% of those organizations are owned by women, minorities, and/or veterans. Following the success of this program, and as we analyze the deeper impacts of the pandemic, we introduced 2 more grant programs that were targeted towards businesses most impacted by the shutdown: hotels, restaurants, childcare, and community-based organizations. Through these 3 programs, we were fortunate to distribute over $87 million. In Richmond, we pushed for legislation to allow us flexible zoning and a streamlined process for zoning approvals. This legislation would also allow businesses to invest in decisions like outdoor dining, which of course grew in popularity this past year. We didn't want to just provide funds, however. We wanted to better understand what could be done as local government to help promote long-term recovery and create opportunities to make our businesses and economy better than before. Fairfax County commissioned an economic framework study that provided a roadmap for recovery with the goal of a Fairfax economy that is more resilient and equity-focused. This is critical for our One Fairfax work, which ensures everyone in every corner of the county moves forward together. Last but not least, we are working on a project called the Fairfax Founders Fund, which will provide earlier pre-seed capital to aspiring founders that are on the trajectory to apply for and access venture capital funding. It is intended to support promising companies, grow businesses, and develop competitive technology clusters. There is certainly a lot more to do to close the racial and wealth gap within Fairfax County, but I am proud of the work we have done and the work we have in our pipeline. I always look to the input from our community to make even better decisions. As you listen to the experiences of our speakers today, I hope you take the time to network, learn, and create new partnerships with the Asian American Pacific Islander community. Thank you for allowing me to share my thoughts with you today, and thank you for investing in Fairfax. Enjoy the rest of your day, and please know that you can call on me in my office anytime for assistance.
Our next speaker is Victor Hoskins. He is the president and CEO of the Fairfax County Economic Development Authority. And since his arrival, Microsoft, Facebook, and Google, all the major companies, all announced locations in Fairfax County, so that is big news. I also want to acknowledge some of the great work he's been able to bring. He launched a groundbreaking talent initiative to help companies attract the workforce and succeed in Northern Virginia. In its first year, this initiative involved more than 170 companies and 100 institutions of higher learning, including 40 historically black colleges and universities, 20,000 job opportunities, and 3,500 applicants. So that is amazing work that he has done. And previously, Mr. Hoskins was the director of Arlington Economic Development, where he led the team that successfully attracted Amazon HQ2 that many people are looking forward to Arlington County. So that's a deal that will generate up to $4.8 billion in revenue for the Commonwealth of Virginia. Please join me in welcoming Victor Hoskins.
I want to thank the Asian Chamber of Commerce for the opportunity to speak to you today. Cindy Shao asked me to speak about the impact of Amazon on the region and the economic outlook of Fairfax County and the region. I think they are intertwined. I could tell you a lot of stories about how Northern Virginia landed Amazon HQ2, but suffice it for these remarks to say that Amazon HQ2 deal was the biggest economic development deal in history and is having a profound impact on the region, including Fairfax County. Amazon is making a $5 billion investment in its headquarters in Arlington County. It will create 37,500 jobs there. These jobs will pay an average of $150,000 per year. The company plans to base its Alexa technology group in HQ2, which means there will be a lot around artificial intelligence. It will occupy 4 million square feet of office space in National Landing, Crystal City. That is close to 10% of all the office space in Arlington County. It will generate $3.8 billion in revenue for the Commonwealth of Virginia, and it will spur the creation of 75,000 jobs throughout the region. One tech job induces creation of 5 other jobs in the secondary economy. But look at what else has happened since this deal was announced. Virginia Tech will be investing $1 billion in graduate level innovation campus in Alexandria. The school just broke ground on the campus, and the governor and many other VIPs were there. The campus will be the centerpiece of an innovation district by the developer JBG Smith that will include 4 million square feet of mixed-use space. Then, George Mason University announced it will build a $500 million campus in Arlington. And the Commonwealth announced that it will invest $1 billion to increase its tech talent pipeline programs to double the number of degrees in computer science and other technology fields. Think about the number of jobs that will be going to subcontractors and small businesses because of this work. Everything from construction jobs to restaurant jobs, to even dog walkers. 3,000 dogs are expected to be on the Amazon campus. And then there are the dentists and the chiropractors. All of these will be generated by HQ2. And that is just HQ2. Amazon Web Service has almost 1,000 open jobs in Western Fairfax County and in Loudoun County. And since Amazon was announced, we have many more announcements by major tech firms that will take advantage of our tech infrastructure and tech talent here. Microsoft announced it will create a software R&D hub in Reston, 1,500 employees, 400,000 square feet, and then shortly thereafter announced an additional 45,000 square feet in an existing building in Reston. And then Microsoft announced it will add 150,000 square feet in Arlington. Google then announced that it will double its footprint in Reston. Facebook also announced that it will be opening offices in Reston. Like Amazon, these companies know we have a highly educated workforce. 60% have at least a bachelor's degree. The DC region produces more computer-related degrees than any other region in the country. We have a comprehensive talent initiative called workinnorthernvirginia.com that is highlighting Northern Virginia as a place to find a tech job and live in a diverse Northern Virginia, DC region. Then there's the housing impacts of Amazon. Only 16% of the employees are projected to live in Arlington, and the other 84% will live elsewhere in the region. Just as an example, 33% are projected to live in Fairfax County, 13% in DC, and about 8% in Montgomery County. So the company will have a big effect on the housing market and also the retail purchases in those regions. So you can see, Amazon is having a huge impact on the region. In fact, it is a bellwether for the region. It showed the world that we have arrived as a tech region, that we have diversified our economy, that we have crossed beyond being just a government town. And perhaps the biggest long-term impact is created a new vision for our region. Thank you so much, and have a great conference.